Hello, it's David. I'm going to show you how to create a tracking pixel or conversion pixel in Facebook. If you go over into Ad Manager, once you're into the Ad Manager here, you'll see all these different options on the left. What we want to focus on is conversion tracking. So this is where you could create your tracking pixels. So you click on this button, and I've already got some already existing here. Some are not working, some of them are working. Some have no recent activity, some have no activity yet, but this is how you can do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over and create a pixel, and you could choose which one of these options you want: registration, leads, page views, add to cart, other website conversions. So if you're sending something to a website, this one might be a good one. If you're doing a shopping cart, these two would be the same ones or similar: adding to cart or checkout. Or if you're doing a seminar or something that they require registration, that one. Key page views is views that's looking at the page, or just leads. So I'm doing one for my network group, so it just kind of gives you some kind of idea. So I'm going to do the leads one. If you're doing if you're going to do one that's going to send to your website, probably this one here. If you're going to do something, you're selling a product, a physical product or a digital product or a service product, it doesn't matter, a service, then you would do a checkout. But in this case, I'm going to do the leads because we're just collecting leads and trying to get people to come in. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to give it a name, and it's Whittier Business Connection, so I'm going to abbreviate it. That's what that means. So leads WBC. Create the pixel. Now I've created a conversion pixel, so I can email the pixel, but I can also view the pixel code. So if I click on this button, it shows me the details of what I need to do. Copy and paste the following code between the head and the head tags on your page of your website, and you want to track action. For example, to track registration, place the code on your registration completed web page. To include a monetary value for each conversion, edit the code to assign the conversion value using the value and currency fields. So you also need to modify the JavaScript code in your image also. And then here it tells you more how to do that. To verify the pixel is working correctly, testing it by navigating to the web page you put the pixel on. If it's working, the pixel will send that information back to Facebook. Come back to Facebook and start using your website conversion tracking pixel in your campaigns. So down here is the code. You would copy this, and then you can also email it, and then you just put the person's name in here. For example, I would just go ahead and type in my email address. Like up here, I can add a personal message here if I want to. The pixel code for WFC, okay, and then I go ahead and hit send, and then now that's been sent. That's kind of it. And then now what you're going to do is you're going to go over to your website between the header tags, and you're going to take that pixel code and you're going to paste that in there. So we'll go into that next in a few moments. So I'm just going to pause this video so I can get over to it. Okay, so what we're doing here is I've got an ad here that I'm running to the Whittier Business Connection in this case. We're going to have people that will like the page and actually come up to sign up. Over here is where we're going to put our conversion pixel. So there's a conversion pixel. If you've created this ad, and let's say you go over to the conversion tracking up here and you created the tracking, it's not going to show up here until you hit this refresh button. So let me elaborate again. If you were creating this ad and then you went to create your conversion pixel like we just did a few seconds ago, when you come back to your ad to get the ad to run, it's not going to be here yet. So you have to click on the refresh button. Once you do that, then you can click on the arrow down, and then you will see all of the pixels, including the one we just created, leads WBC. So you click on that, and then now that's in here. And this pixel is already attached to this page and to this ad. So that means that this is when we're sending traffic within Facebook to the fan page. To a website, however, it's going to be a pixel that's going to be pasted on your website, and anyone that visits it will automatically come to the page, will automatically fire it into Facebook. So I know that's not what we're doing here, but I know that this video could be explained in different ways. So for example, you have a website, and in between the header tags is, remember the pixel code that I showed you over here. So if I go back over here, and I'll go back to that pixel I just created, which is in here, right here, and I can view the pixel right here. See, you can paste the code between the head and the header tag on your page of your website if you want to track actions. For example, to track registrations, place the code on your registration completed page. That's if you're doing a registration. So someone that's going to register for an event or register for a webinar, or anything that requires them to put in their information, their email, their name, and their phone number and address, or any other vital information you want. That would be considered a registration page. But in this case, on your website, you want to put this between the header tags at the top of your website. Now, if you don't know how to do this, you can add your web developer to do it, but it's pretty straightforward and simple. And then once you put it in there, you're going to take this whole code that's down here that we just copied, which we do control copy, right? So when you do that, you're going to put it on your header page between the header, okay? And then that way, every time a person visits your website, regardless if they haven't been to Facebook before, or Facebook regarding you, okay, it doesn't matter. They might have been on Facebook. That's a good point. They've been on Facebook and they visited around, but they've never been to your fan page or related or any relation to you on Facebook, but they've jumped on your website. To give a perfect example, your business website is abc.com, and you're doing a marketing campaign and you're letting people know that you have a website. So you're sending people to your website. So they never look for you on Facebook. They didn't ask, and you never promote Facebook at all. But they so happen to take your website information that you've given them, and they visit your website. But they already have a personal Facebook account. They've got Facebook like there's no tomorrow. They socialize with their friends and family and neighbors and everybody underneath the sun that's related to them, all right? But they've gone to your website, and the moment that they've gone to your website, this pixel that's down here fires off because they already have a Facebook account. Facebook knows. And then that way, when they go to Facebook and you're running an ad, this pixel will fire off and show them, in a retargeting campaign that your ad is present. And they can see, oh, wow, I've been to that website. How cool. They got a fan page too. Boom. That's a retargeting thing. So hopefully that explains a little bit more. But anyway, so once you've copied this, you copied this pixel down here, right? You right click it and copy it. So it's in memory. And then you go over to your website and you go between the header tags and you just paste it at the end of the head. Right before this end statement, you would go click and then you would go paste, right? And then, well, it doesn't show paste here, but you would go paste on your website and it would paste it. And then that way, now this code is there, so that way it's tracking. So that's how that works. And I'll show you in a few moments with another on the next part of my video. I want to pause it and go over to my website and show you how I do that, okay? Okay, here's a way that I found a tool that might help with this. If you're using WordPress, what you do is you go to plugins, go to add new tool, or add new, I'm sorry. And in the search box, you would type in Facebook conversion pixel. I believe that's what it is. Let me double check. I'll be right back in the chat. Okay. All right. My mistake. It's Facebook pixel conversion WordPress. Let's see. We'll do a search for that underneath here and see if we find it, or we'll just do take out WordPress maybe and see if we find it that way. Okay. Facebook pixel conversion for WordPress. So you want to make sure you type in Facebook pixel conversion if you're using the newest version of WordPress. Then you're going to hit install. And then you're going to activate the plugin. And you can do this on any website. So this way you know it's here. So when you're on a page that you've got created in your Facebook account or any one of your accounts, I'm just going to go over to the marketing page here, for example. I'm going to click on edit. And then although I'm using Optimized Press, I also have a way to just go to Optimized Press tab here, or WordPress tab. And then at the very bottom of your page, you're going to see a Facebook pixel conversion code template. You would just click on this button here, which is that one there. And then you come back over to where we created that pixel. In this case, I am going to grab a pixel for something different because this is my other site. But just to give you an idea, if I were to go over here and click on this code and grab this code and copy it, and then come back over to here, I would just come in here and paste it. And then when I go over and save it, it's done. I click on update. This code has been updated and saved. And this is on each page for each web page in Facebook on your website that you created. So each pixel is created already. So that's how you create a pixel. So hopefully that helps with that. If you don't know how to do this and don't need to be concerned about this, you skip this step. Have your web designer go up and paste it between the codes properly. But this little tool really is helpful for those do-it-yourselfers that want to do it and post it on each page of your site. So the pixel's there and you don't have to worry about not having a pixel fired. Now, also another thing really quick, I'm going to get this out of here because I don't want this because I don't have a pixel for this. There is another tool to check your pixel, and it's actually this one right here, Facebook Pixel Helper. And if you're using Chrome browser, which I am here, you can go in and download that. And in order to find it, you would need to go into, where is this? I think it's in the settings, the extensions. So if you click on extensions up here, there it is. Okay, so you'll see down below it's Facebook Helper, and you could do a search on Chrome for FB Pixel Helper and then install it, and then this will verify when you visit a website. Like if I click on this website here and I want to verify, you see there's a green pencil there, a little green one here. If I click on that, it says one pixel found on audiencepostprofits.com, which is this site. The pixel event couldn't be processed for audience building because you were opted out of interest-based advertising. Well, anyway, this just kind of gives you a status of me looking at the page. But the pixel is here. So that way you know it's loaded successfully. So that way you know that the pixel's working and it will fire when a visitor comes onto your page. So hopefully that answers some of your questions there on how to create a pixel, and we'll see you in another video. Thanks.